gotta go like that. You gotta rub them.
Put Vicks on it.
That's how you scratch your balls.
That's how you know who watches the show every show.
That's how you scratch your balls. Well, Freddie.
Alfredo.
Say hi to your fans on YouTube, Freddie.
What's up? on those YouTubes.
YouTubers. The pinche influencers.
Right there. It's perfect.
Bro, if you get like a certain amount of followers, I'll get that tattoo.
Which one, the pendejos?
No. All on my back. I'm gonna get the pandoos. If you just get 5 more followers, goddamn.
So how many followers to get that JP tattoo?
Yeah, for real, dude. I don't know. It's his show.
How many followers you have right now, brother?
On the IG, not a lot, like 300. Okay. On YouTube, I don't. It doesn't show you shit. Mm-mm.
Do you know? That's the only way I watch the show, right? It's on YouTube, and I always forget to push the thumbs up.
Yeah, for the longest, they gave me shit for that because I didn't know how to do it. So when I did it, it said log in. I was like, how the fuck do you log in? So I'd ask my daughters, 3 of them, and they finally logged me in. So like a month later,
putting his Pornhub password. Yeah, I think it's all related.
Hogan.
Slap it. Hogan. There was a Gold's Gym.
Password needs 12 characters. I really met Hogan.
Brother.
Oh, shit.
Capital B.
Capital B. Oh, shit. Oh, fucking A, man. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was blessed, brother.
I saw your family pictures.
Yeah, I got to
fucking
hang
badass,
out.
Dude.
Got to hang out with some family, and my brother came down from Austin, and Mike didn't get to hang out because they were still in the playoffs. They wound up losing, but it was good, bro. Much needed.
I didn't notice how much Genesis looks like your mom.
Yeah, dude, she does look
Yeah.
She's a lot like my mom too. No, well, the one that drives me crazy, the middle one, is a lot like my mom. But it was blessed, dude. Like
Really?
Oh yeah, bro. My mom said it since she was a baby, and I never saw it until like the last 5 years. God dang, they're so much. They're crazy, bro.
You said baby, and it took me to a whole other fucked up thing that I just saw. Horrible transition, sorry, but did you see the fuckers from Lubbock getting popped with child porn?
Oh, dude.
No, I didn't see that.
I didn't see that at all.
One dude that he showed it on the news today, he got popped here in Lubbock, and the folder on his computer said pedophilia.
Oh, they don't even try to hide it. Yeah, that's on Lubbock.
The folder.
mugshot.
He ran out of ideas. He didn't put, I really met Hogan folder.
Conference / goes gym. Remember that. Pop-up gym.
Let's see if it works.
Conference / go gym. Oh, he needs a character / go gym.
Oh shit. Man.
Hey, you go to the Ghost Gym and Sipa's over there deadlifting 600 pounds.
Oh, you just missed Hogan.
I hate you.
But that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Was it that dude from, was it the Pentagon that just got busted for human trafficking?
Yeah.
Dude,
One
the
of the main,
Pentagon,
yeah,
bro.
man.
It's crazy.
And
brother.
then the guy from I may be fucking this up, but what's the school for Army?
Oh,
Trust something
West
Point.
Point.
West
West
Point.
Point, yeah.
Did you see that fucker? Some higher up at West Point, fucking child pornography.
No, hombre.
that's,
Like what the fuck,
that
dude?
needs to be death penalty, bro.
It does, man.
Honestly.
I don't understand how people would allow themselves to do it in this day and age. You know what I mean?
They're sickos, bro.
Yeah, sick.
Just
Yeah,
sick.
exactly. So they're
Truly sick.
yeah, it is nuts, bro. Like to think that. But yeah, I see here in town. You see it. If you look at, or my daughters tell me about the Lubbock mugshots, you see a lot of these young, like 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds in possession of child pornography and shit like that, and
It's getting bad in
it's
Lubbock.
crazy, bro.
There's too many. I mean, there's too many hot Cheeto girls. New term I learned today.
Yes.
Hot Cheeto girls? I don't know that term.
Eric, would you please explain?
The little hood rat Mexican girls are now called hot Cheeto girls.
Are you serious?
With their pickles.
For real? So all the chicks at Cavazos are hot Cheeto girls?
I would say that 99% of them are.
well, when we were there. I'm talking about when we were there.
Oh,
30 fucking years
100%.
ago.
Even the white girls were hot Cheeto girls.
No shit.
Oh, fuck. That's fucked up, man. How do you feel about child pornography? You just waiting to get caught?
So I've been dodging it. No,
He's all sweating. He's like, oh, shit.
He's all better change my file name.
Not this.
You can talk to the mic, man.
I'm good.
Alfredo was like, God dang it, why'd you bring it?
Now you want to use my real name, Alfredo?
Yeah, my bad. I haven't seen my brother in years, man.
Oh, now?
Yeah. Well, every time like I come on, he mentions DJing and stuff, right? So
I know it always takes you a while to respond to it.
Well, I've said that my kids are graduating, so we're still in the process because we're going to either take them to Vegas or they want to have a dance. So I've always told them,
Just plug in an iPod, bro.
Yeah, that's what my brother. God, dang, taking money out of your pocket, bro.
Hey,
What up, Alfredo?
Remember that phone call?
What up, Alfredo?
That's what friends are for, bro. With friends like us, you don't need enemies.
You know he loves you.
You know that day for your show, I ended up having to switch up some stuff because I had to do another show, but I went ahead and canceled that one to get yours in.
Yeah,
Because you're a camarada.
There you go.
Well, thank you.
you're so special.
I know, huh?
You're
Well, thank you, but I wish you would have said no. It would have saved me some money. I'd have plugged in the fucking iPod.
Works just the same.
With that fucking playlist.
Somebody just wait. You don't even buy the good YouTube where you have to no skip, no commercials. Just waiting. Hold on, this commercial will be over. Hold on. Don't get off the dance
But
floor.
real quick, put that to your mouth, bro. Like, no bullshit. I'm not just saying that because you're here. I say it all the time.
What's up?
But you kept the fucking party going like you are a badass fucking DJ,
That's
bro.
badass, bro.
I mean, all I'm doing is, I look at my crowd and see what they're doing, and if they're having a good time, I'm having a good time.
yeah.
That's my high right there. Is seeing people having a good time. So, your people were, oh my God, we were just, Remember Adam Martinez?
Oh, I thought you meant like my boy's homeboy.
No, Adam was.
I was like, I didn't see you talk to that fool.
I was like, why is he getting me?
How long have you been doing that?
Since we were kids, man.
No shit.
It started off.
Well, I
as-
know you were. Yeah, you like music and stuff. I didn't know you were DJing though.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this since I was a kid. It started off with just 2 CD players and a little mixer, and then from that, it went from house speakers to buying actual equipment and stuff.
Hey, where did Kipo
badass.
come from?
The word equipo.
Okay.
I don't know what that word is.
The word equipo means like this type of song, this genre.
Okay.
It's a Mexican word.
Is it slang?
Not really.
Because I never heard Akipo.
That's badass.
La voy a
So
tocar
it's called-
equipo.
And so it's a
So I ju-
genre.
Yeah, and I just took out the A and just kept Kipo. And then, of course, we Mexicanized it even more, just Kipo.
Yeah.
So it just stuck.
And then how do you
bro.
feel about one of your best friends getting popped for sexual...
He was heartbroken.
You were heartbroken?
He called me.
He called
Crying.
Yeah, that was the day that San Juan got popped, yeah.
Did you take his clients?
No.
No.
What's his name? What's his name?
Sancho.
DJ Sancho. Yeah, your homeboy. It was a sad day for y'all.
No, that day when all that
bullshit.
went down, I mean, a lot of under DJs went after the spots that he was taking care of. I'm no longer a club DJ.
I had no idea he was that big. I had, for
You're
real.
speaking of pedophilia. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Allegedly. No,
Speaking
yeah.
of,
No, he got
Yeah, he
convicted.
got convicted.
He got convicted.
Yo, there's no more
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Speaking of child love.
But yeah,
Well, he kept it going all the way to the very end. So
Granny
I
dog.
mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, I don't want to shine light on that
Did
bullshit.
you
but-
see any increase in your business? Not necessarily from him, but just like with the high school and the quinceañera. Now that we're getting older, homeboys and their kids, have you seen an increase?
Yeah, some of our friends that actually their kids go to like Lubbock High
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Talkington and all that. I've been doing like their proms, their
That's badass.
their graduation parties.
So no job's too big or too small.
No, it's whatever. I mean, I cater to the size of the party. If y'all want to have like a house party, I show up with smaller equipment.
Get that shit, bro. That's badass. I like that.
You know what
for
I'm
real.
saying? If it comes down to it, at one point I could even do car shows.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those that I'm still trying to build that back up. In this business, you run into people that don't know how can I put it? Be truthful with you 100%. So I learned by getting burned a lot on how to where I'm at now.
Yeah, same here. Unfortunately, right? You know, you
Explain that. What do you mean burned a lot? What like?
I've worked with other DJs, and they're like, okay, well, I got a show coming up. Can you take it? Because I'm not going to be able to. And I'm like, yeah, cool. What does it pay? They tell me what it's going to pay, and I'm like, all right, I'll do it. But my deal was I was always collecting the money at the end of the night.
yeah.
And when that started happening, a lot of the DJs started,
Dipping out and shit. Yeah.
That payment has to be paid in full before you start services.
So now, I mean, now
Because
it's
then you're begging for your money.
yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Even in my work, I feel so. Experience is the best teacher, right? You know, you have to go through that to learn to say no. Or
You've dealt with that bullshit?
Oh, yeah,
Like
in
done
the-
all your services and then they're bullshitting with payment?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
tell
fuck
him.
no.
No, yeah.
There's
Someone, I'll Venmo you, bro.
What the fuck, dog? I still owe you.
Really, it was always the realtors, like
No,
the beautiful ones.
I've had some where like I was doing
you pay me well.
this is an example. I was doing a quinceañera, and he booked me though. He paid for the deposit, but he never paid me the remainder. So when it came down to the actual day, and that's because I was letting them know, hey, everybody that books with me, I always let them know, hey, we can work out some kind of a payment plan. A lot of people like to book a year in advance, 2 years in advance.
Yeah.
So when they do that, they just pay it off in little payments, and I give them invoices or text messages or whatever, letting them know where their balance is at. Well, this guy had the same opportunity. He had actually booked me a year in advance, but he decided to do everything other than pay me. So when it came down to the date, I'm getting ready to set up, and I'm like, well, where's the money? And he's like, I don't have it. It's el otro. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm out. And he's just starting, he literally got on his hands and knees and started begging, please, can you please do it, and this and that.
He got on his hands and knees?
Yeah.
Orale,
And I was like, all right, cool.
Orale, güey.
Hey.
Whip it out.
We're not going in.
My bad, bro. My bad.
Hey, you know what I want you to do? And it ain't praying.
But, I mean,
I would have left that out.
I would have left that out.
I'm just, I'm a nice guy. So, I love doing music. I love playing music. That's
I've known you for a long time. I don't think I would ever say he's a nice guy.
You know him longer than all of us, right? From Shallowater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
both y'all fuckers that y'all have in common were taking me out, and y'all were driving, and I was like in fucking 6th grade, like knowing goddamn
But
well
he never
y'all
said
didn't-
no. He never said no to get in the band.
I'm not saying I didn't want to. I'm just saying, like, knowing goddamn well y'all motherfuckers didn't have no license.
That's badass.
What did you start driving, like, in fucking 2nd grade?
13 years old.
Yeah. Ridiculous, yeah.
Every time we drove to Shallowater, that's how I learned to drive, is because my mom would have me drive. All
Why
the way
were
up.
you in shallow water?
My
I
grandma.
never knew that.
My grandma. My grandma and your grandma were real good friends.
Oh wow.
I would always tell people, like, he would go to shallow water, but I never
Yeah.
knew who you
That's
knew.
badass. Small world.
Yeah, my grandma was there, and then I got cousins that
Who
live
was
up
your
there.
grandma? Goddamn, never mind. Lies.
I can't remember off the top of my head right now.
Oh,
Jeez. You look
She-
real
I-
bad on
No,
YouTube.
what I'm gonna say.
You look
She
real
was
bad
Juanita.
on YouTube.
That's all I knew her.
Yeah, Juanita, yeah.
That's all I known her by. I never called her by her real name, ni nada.
And I believe that because I called my grandma Pauline Ama for until close to when she passed away.
Here, I'll let
Yeah,
you
I
have
really
those.
didn't know.
I'll
So
go with
I
that.
can't say anything now without your
What?
question. Yo, really? No. Well, I called her Ama. She was like my mom, basically.
All right, man. Are y'all guys ready to start the show?
Let's do it.
We've been bullshitting for way too long. All right, man. Here we go.
John Eric. Media.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
Okay, here we go.
All you ladies, pull your chi-chis out. This is the JP Lopez Show. Also, if you're a transgender, pull your pecker out. This is the JP Lopez Show.
They said for you how to pull your pick.
What is up? Thank you for tuning back into the JP Lopez Show. Goddamn, we're doing something new today, man. We got a lot of fucking meat in this motherfucker.
Pobrecito el piso.
Better see the weight limit on this guy, bro.
Well, I'm sorry, Ramos, man. I know you're listening to this, but fucking Keepo fucked up your chair.
Why do you
This motherfucker sat down and was like, Hey, who sat in this before me? Motherfucker, you done broke the chair. You gonna blame it on someone else?
Hey, to his credit, it was all one guy. He was just gonna put his pecker inside. It was already loose, bro.
The damage had been done.
Hey, we know her. We know her.
That's the community chair over there.
We fucking know her.
Oh shit!
God damn, man. We got to fight something in here today.
Damn,
There's a whole lot of meat. It's a meat locker in there. Bitch. I can't even stop sweating. And it's cold outside. It's cold outside, baby.
Oh shit!
God damn. What's up, guys?
What's up, brother?
Blessed by the best, man. I'm here.
How was Thanksgiving, brother?
I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but everything was good with everybody else. So.
Yeah, I called you. You're like, I'm at work. I was like, me too. But yeah, okay, my bad. Next, how was your Thanksgiving?
Now you
My
fucked up the
Thanksgiving,
rotation.
I had 2 Thanksgivings.
Pull it to you.
I'm not gonna miss my mom's Thanksgivings.
Oh, for sure.
And so she made a big old giant feast. And then 2 hours later, Alex was like, "You ready?" And I was like, "No, the Cowboy game hasn't came on yet." And she goes, "We're going to my parents." I was like, "Right now?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "All right, I'll see y'all later." And so we drove over there. And then as soon as we show up, they're like, "All right, serve y'all's food." And I was full, bro.
They were waiting for y'all to eat?
Yes.
Damn.
And so I got me a platito or whatever.
And Alex's parents, they had the spread, bro.
Bro, they had
I don't
everything.
even, I don't, you didn't say shit. I already know they had the fucking
Bro,
spread.
they had fucking carnotas. The turkey looked good, and it was good. And then they had the ham, they had stuffing, mashed potatoes, bunch of shit, right? So I made me a little modest plate and picked that because I was full as hell. And then I went to go sit down in the bar area and started watching the Cowboy game. And I was about to win my football squares in that second quarter. Then Audrey missed the goddamn extra point.
Oh, dude.
And I'm looking, right? And I was like, this sorry motherfucker. But
You didn't think you were really going to win, right?
oh, I thought I was going to win. And then Alex made me feel better. She was like, Joey, he hit that quarter because that extra point was missed.
Yo, thanks, baby.
And I was like, and she goes, they really need the money. And I was like, you're right. You're right, Alex. I don't like winning.
Have you seen my checking? We really need money.
No shit.
So I did not win, but then Omar won because of that too.
Oh, he did?
And then he won the next quarter and then he did forward and backwards because it was 0-0s, right? He won the back-to-back quarters on the same football pot that I was on, right? And I was like, man, I probably would have won back-to-back quarters.
You're like, man, I'm good luck. It was me. I'm fucking good luck.
But I got $25 out of it.
Yo, you're welcome,
got my
baby,
money back.
As many times as I've ever bought a football square, I've never won.
Yeah.
Never.
I don't think I ever have
Me
either.
either. That's why I don't buy that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I only bought. I don't. But I only bought it because Melissa was doing
Yeah,
that
the
fundraiser for
fundraiser, yeah, of
Oscar.
course.
So
Oh,
the
yeah, for
money's
me,
going to a
yeah.
good
Yeah,
cause.
yeah, sure.
But that's the only fucking because I won't. Because I don't fucking win. I never win.
I barely win on scratch off tickets.
I can buy. You know how Mike does the 10 liner.
Mm-hmm.
I can buy 9 of those numbers, and the one that I didn't buy will fucking hit. I ain't even shitting you.
I won
bro.
the last one, by the way.
Yeah, I
10
never
liner.
fucking win that shit, dude.
But you know, one time I put my name on a football pot and I hadn't paid it yet, right? And it was like $50, and I didn't pay it because I had a whole bunch of other shit to pay. And then on that fucking last ass moment before kickoff, they're like, "Hey, dude, are you gonna pay this shit, or do I have to give it to someone else?" So I was like, God damn it, I owe like $350 in bills. and all I have to my name is $60. And the football pot costs $50. And then I was like thinking, okay, if I don't pay the football pot, I still can't pay $350.
Yeah.
True.
But if I pay $50 and I lose, I still can't pay $350.
It's a mess.
But if
I don't get that 30 pack.
But if I win, I can pay the $350. So I was like, well, here's $50, man. He was like, all right,
You
thanks.
got all mad. Here, take it, bitch.
Hey, dog,
Take it from my family.
I hit 2 quarters and I won $650.
That was the best investment.
And so I paid my bills, and then I went to go get drunk after.
You fucker. You're like, Jesus blessed me. I have the worst.
So,
one.
Juan, when y'all celebrated Thanksgiving back in the day, what was your favorite dish, like thing to eat?
Man, it's that rice and broccoli with cheese.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Casserole.
That's my
broccoli
I'm
cheese
not
casserole.
Really a big turkey.
No,
fan
I don't
at
think
all,
none of us
man.
fuck with turkey.
Well, it's because nobody makes turkey that tastes good. Like the turkey in the oven is not good.
Yeah.
They
Smoking
smoked turkey
Really
is
good?
fucking delicious, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've never had smoked
my
turkey.
mother-in-law, bless her, but we always have 2 turkeys, and I always smoke one, and my smoked one always goes first.
Yeah.
And she's always like, I know she feels some type of way because she's like, these motherfuckers. But yeah, that smoked turkey goes hard.
Yes.
But even then, like, I would rather have like a fucking prime rib or some shit.
I
Yeah.
see, I've heard more people doing stuff like that.
Yeah. I do a
the
pot
prime
roast and
rib,
shit like
pot
that, so, yeah.
roast, frying the
ham.
turkey, stuff like
Yes,
that.
a
versus
fried
the
turkey's pretty good. But you know
traditional
what the
oven.
problem is with turkey? Turkey is delicious. It's the turkeys that we buy at the grocery store are not delicious. So if you get a wild turkey and you cook that motherfucker, it will change your goddamn
Christmas time,
mind.
let's go hunt one.
I just like drinking wild turkey.
That 101
Yo, I'll
for
drink
sure.
while you go hunt. Goddamn it.
I was in Austin with my wife's family, and her tia's all bougie and everything. So she goes, I have a wild turkey, and I was like, all right, whatever. And that turkey came out and it looked beautiful too. And I was like, oh goddamn, that thing.
like-
And then they served it to me and I was like, God damn, that motherfucker's good.
Let me put in an order for Christmas. Let me put an order for that wild turkey.
And that was the first time I ever had a wild turkey, and I was like, "Oh, I understand why we're eating turkey, but now it's got watered down."
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
It takes like 4 years for a wild turkey to get the same size as a store bought.
Oh yeah, because all the
turkey.
hormones and stuff, right? The
And
genetic shit.
a store
I
bought
didn't think about
turkey gets
Hold
that
on, say
size.
that. It takes 4 years. What?
for a wild turkey to get the size of a store bought turkey. And
So
the-
they're small.
no, they're big. But
well,
he's saying it takes that long.
it'll take that long for it to get that big, like the size of a store bought turkey.
So they
And-
shrink.
No.
Well, because they're
Hold
eating.
on. You said it takes 4 years for a wild turkey,
To
which
get-
is already that big.
It is not that big.
Oh, it's
it's
not.
not that
like
it's
from
not.
birth. It takes 4
It,
years.
it takes 4 years for that wild turkey, and a store bought turkey.
the hat, bro. It's the hat.
That's a
Yeah, it's that cocksucker hat.
it takes like 4 to 6 months for that store bought turkey to get to that size,
Okay.
and it takes a wild turkey 4 years to get to that same size.
Well, no shit, because they're fucking
hormones,
pumping it with
man.
hormones and fucking
Yeah.
testosterone.
Well,
and,
they don't roam around. They're just in a cage the whole entire
Yeah.
time, and then they give them fatty foods to get to that size. And these turkeys that we buy aren't. They couldn't function outside of that cage.
Right. Like the chickens for KFC. You ever see that where they're just like they're all. I don't say the word retarded, but they're
It's much.
it's mustarded.
they're just like they're in no skin or no, they're just they're messed up with gobble gobble gobble. I know that's a turkey. It's not a chicken. What was that noise?
Chicken heads in my bathroom clucking.
It's a sound I've heard before.
You're all accustomed to that cluck cluck.
So, Kipo, how was your Thanksgiving?
He
Yeah,
done
you done
broke
fucked up
the
everything.
mic, broke the chair.
back after these technical difficulties.
God damn, everything broken up. Keep over here.
Yeah, we're gonna be right back. I guess this is our break.
This is our break.
And we're fucking back. Goddamn, dude. Freddie done caused a whole hour-long break. Goddamn.
Well, I started unscrewing shit that shouldn't have been unscrewed.
So we'll pick up where we left off. How was your Thanksgiving, bro?
It was pretty good. I went with I went over to my nephew's house and just had Thanksgiving dinner, and that's about it.
Oh, yeah? I heard you had some turmoil.
Why we gotta go that
Hey,
route?
You gotta be real. Gotta be real.
real quick, man, do you want to promote your fragrance shit or no?
It's something that we're still kind of working on the back end.
Process.
But yeah, I mean, if anybody's looking for some oils and stuff, hit me up.
Not oils, for real, because people don't know that. So if someone wants an actual expensive ass cologne or perfume, holler at you.
Yeah.
For real?
Hit me up.
Because you can get anything.
Pretty much anything you can think of.
They just need the name.
I need the name, if it's going to be a female version or a male version, or which version of that. Because, you know, most colognes or perfumes have like 4 different kinds.
Yeah.
So give me
On average, what's the price on that?
Right now, I'm doing them for about $35. So
Okay.
Man, I need to get at you some Clinique.
So
Happy.
So you're a fucker that likes to talk.
yeah.
For real. He thought I was talking about him. Like, you know what, a motherfucker, I text somebody, a motherfucker calls you right back. You really thought it was him. But he is one of the motherfuckers.
Hell yeah, because I'm old school.
So if someone listening now, they wanted to like text you a fragrance, right?
Yeah.
What's your phone number?
It's 806-441-0491.
And just text Kipo and say, hey, I want this fragrance, and you got it?
Yeah, just hit me up. Let me know exactly what you want, you know, and we'll go from there.
Okay, cool,
It's either
man.
going to be on the DJ aspect or on the cologne aspect, so.
Cool deal, brother.
That's badass. Get
Yeah,
at you.
yeah, that's badass. But I wanted to ask you guys: is it a male thing, or is it just me that when you're in public, right? Like you walk into, let's just say, a restaurant or an office building. Do you size up motherfuckers and be like, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fuck
From
yeah,
elementary
fuck
days,
yeah.
yes sir. Yeah,
have
yeah,
to.
yeah,
Yeah.
Too, man.
Okay.
yeah.
So you immediately walk in like, all right, I can whoop that motherfucker. I can whoop that motherfucker. I might have trouble with this
Yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah. That motherfucker and his own.
Hey,
Yeah.
what I do is I try to figure out what I have to do to take this dude down.
Goddamn, you're in advanced level.
Yeah, it's already next level. Because I know a big motherfucker my size, if he punches me, it's probably gonna hurt.
Yeah.
And so I take it to the next level, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna put this big motherfucker in a headlock.
Yeah, because it just. Do you do that shit?
Oh yeah. Even when I was younger, you kind of see,
yeah.
you know. Yeah.
Well, I guess we've been doing it our whole lives, but it actually like came to my mind that I've been doing this
Yeah.
shit when me and my wife went. Where the fuck were we? It went out to eat. It was fuck, I'm lying to you if I even tried it, but it came to my mind, and I was just like, why the fuck do I like go into this office and be like,
It's the
oh
di-
yeah, I could whoop this
the
fool, I'll
man in
whoop
us.
this fool.
Oh yeah.
You know, I don't usually do like if I could whoop them. Like when I go to a new place, I try to see who are these people. Like, is that somebody? Like, could that be a dangerous person?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's some people that look really soft
Oh yeah.
and are fucking very
Oh, yeah.
violent people.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because there's a difference between violence and fighting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody could fight and have hands, but if somebody wants to kill you and they're violent,
Yeah.
they're gonna fucking kill
Oh,
you.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So, because I've ran into people like, oh, that dude's fucking soft. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I meet them, I talk to them, and then you're like, God damn, that motherfucker right there.
That's a real dude.
That's a real motherfucker. He might not have no hands, but he can make a call and I'm done.
That's
You
how
know
my
what I
brother
mean?
Steve is, man.
So I look at people, I'm
kind of
like,
crazy.
that motherfucker a little bit too quiet over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're something's up with that one.
Is it cynical of me to want to be so, not in a sense successful, but like made where you can just make a phone call and be like, hey man,
Get rid of this.
get rid of this motherfucker. But not like get rid of him. I don't mean like kill him. I mean just, hey, let this motherfucker
Yeah,
know.
what time it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think that's everybody.
He ain't shit.
So people think of that,
Yeah,
right? Like
I
guys
do.
think of that. I know I do.
I
like,
do. I wish that every day. I'm like, man, I wish I sold enough
Because
burritos.
there's the times where I'm always nice, bro. I'm always nice. Because that tough man shit, it's got us, bro. We've been partying for so many years.
yeah.
That tough guy shit has got us into so many fights that I've left
Yeah,
it. Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
along with when my ego died, that shit left.
And that's part of that process,
Right.
you know. Yeah.
So
definitely.
I'm
Growth.
nice in public.
Yeah, yeah.
And that being said, people are not so nice to you.
Yeah.
And so I've gone back to the car and thought, I just wish I could make a phone call and be like, hey man, show up to this motherfucker and tell him what's up.
Or you ever like, you know, like I've changed a lot.
for real.
I've known me since I was young.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I've changed a lot. But you ever get there where like somebody says something, you're like, damn man, I wish I could just go back to my old
In a
days
heartbeat,
and
yeah,
just
bro.
fuck this
In a
dude
heartbeat,
up,
yeah.
you know, for
Bro, it's real hard for me not to be me.
Yeah.
Like y'all say it left y'all, and I'm not looking for it, but I'm 100% like ready. Like,
Not that guy.
I'm gonna.
That's 'cause that's what you
I'm
know,
Gonna,
yeah.
I'm gonna let you know that you ain't gonna fuck with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I might pop off or whatever, and I said this a couple of times to some people that fucking irritated the shit out of me.
Yeah.
At places where I shouldn't have said this, but I'm like, fuck you, motherfucker. I'll fuck your ass up. Don't ever fucking think you can compare your ass to my fucking ass, you dumb little motherfucker. And then I
get
just
pissed
say
off,
shit
yeah.
that just comes out of my mouth.
Well, that's never became my issue. You know what I mean? It's never came to where I had to like turn it on and be like, oh, okay, bitch.
Yeah.
Now it's game time.
Yeah.
But it's been little shit that I like in my past I would have not let go.
Oh, yeah,
I'd be
we
like,
let it out.
Oh, yeah,
like
definitely.
what the fuck? So that little shit, and then I'll go back to the car and be like, man, I just wish I was so made or I could just call my goons and be like, hey, show up to this motherfucker. and
Shout
tell
out
me
to my
what's up.
baby brother, man. Big Drew's. He's always protector. When I would go through some shit, when I went through my divorce, my little brother's like, bro, I'll go fuck him up for you, bro. And I was like, nah. He's like, I was like, all right. For real. So now he's a great man. He's a husband. He's a great kid, but he's been hustling, been in the streets, since he's been a kid.
Yeah,
but
when the streets is all you know.
and he's one of the few. I've had cousins that they'll tell you, "Oh, I got your back," and then when it came down to it, they're like, crickets. But my little brother's the type that he's like, he takes my dad serious. So, he's like, I'll go fuck him up. And so even to this day, I got to remind him like, you're a father now. Calm down.
Yeah, don't do that.
And he'll tell me, just tell me, bro. He's like, we'll get away with it. And he's a big old 400-pound kid, but he's got my back. So I won't say that I have that phone call away. And my brother Steve, my brother's half crazy. If it came down to it and I had to make a phone call, those would be the ones that I'd call. So if y'all ever need some assistance, shout out to my brothers.
The thing is like, partying all the time, like
Yeah.
how many percentage-wise of our fights was for a woman, a girl?
Somebody
Like
fucking with you.
99, right?
Yeah.
Nah.
Like 99% of our
I would
fights.
say that most of my fights weren't for a woman. It was
Well,
somebody
not
was
on your
trying to
part.
check me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not on your
Someone
part.
was
Somebody
trying to check you because you had a hot-ass date for that night.
Yeah.
All right, well then,
Yeah.
I
Like,
give you
so
that.
always the woman's involved
Okay.
in
Yeah,
the-
yeah,
And
And
scenario
that's what
or
I mean
something.
by a woman.
Yeah.
Like, no one's checking you because you showed up
Yeah.
at the fucking beer garden that
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
Like, you had the hot-ass fucking eye candy.
They're
And then people were
jealous,
like, how
they're
did this
celosos.
motherfucker pull this motherfucker?
And
then
I
it
have
went
the,
to
I have
shit
the
from
white
there.
girl with
Yeah,
me.
especially-
I'm not lying, right?
Especially-
you're
yeah,
right.
okay.
You're
When
right.
you're young like that, oh yeah, there's envy. Man, I wasn't the best looking. My old lady was all right, but people would want to fuck with me. It's an envious thing. You see
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
like, I'm better than that mother until you put them in their spot.
Yes.
Like I said, I always jokingly say I'm a Care Bear, man. And the few fights that I've been in as I've gotten as an adult, when my pops, man, one of the last fights he got in, they fucked with him. That was the only time I really got white boy crazy, and I was fucking people up for my dad.
Yeah.
You push me to a limit, I'll get there. But I'm the nicest guy you ever meet. So
Oh, yeah.
my check is like, you don't want to get your ass kicked by a Care Bear, do you? You like think about it because you're gonna have to explain yourself. You got
Yes.
fucked over by the nicest guy you ever
Yeah.
met. So I missed out on partying with y'all, dude. I
know.
I tried to
Hey,
be a
you know what?
husband at
You-
21.
you didn't even come out with us.
Yeah. Yo, you did good, bro.
You did
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, you did
But
good,
you
bro.
know what?
You did
It's
all
real.
right.
It's real hard to fuck up a good wrestler
Yeah. Oh yeah.
because if you were there, dude, like. All right, you would have landed a couple of punches,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
somehow these big motherfuckers
Oh,
would
yeah.
end up on their back.
Yeah.
Because you would just grab an ankle and like,
Yeah.
boom,
Oh, yeah.
fucking flip that ass.
Yeah, somebody grab your ankle. It's pretty.
And not
It's
only
done.
that, but you had like a grip of us
Yeah.
whooping ass too.
It's crazy you bring that up. This kind of out of the. This is out of the blue, but when Tony Chibuco passed away, we would go to Club Rio a lot. Remember? And,
Oh, yeah.
The guys that were responsible, they would always be out there. I remember one night I was so fucking drunk. I tried to stab somebody in their calf, and I think I broke up. And this is legit because my brother, he's a coach now, but he was like, bro,
Allegedly, bro.
allegedly. But I was so pissed, bro. I remember I broke a bottle, and my brother was like, long story short, there was a rumble, and I waited. It had nothing to do with me. These dudes were fighting. And I just remember grabbing the bottle because I felt like I had to not be a pussy. And I said, I just remember stabbing somebody like in their leg, dude. And for like 5-6 years, my little homie Ariel and the younger crowd I kicked it, they're like, they knew because they were there. They're like, bro, I saw you. And I said, yeah, I stabbed. And I probably scratched the motherfucker, but I had to let that out.
Somebody's listening to this right now with a fucked up leg.
Hell yeah. Well, that's the motherfucker. Well, we know
who
who.
limitation, motherfucker.
Well, they killed my homeboy, so I had to do something. I scratched him. Fuck you. But yeah, you know, so you know, I was a soft one, but when it came to like partners and shit, like if I would do the stupid shit. You know, if I had to defend one of y'all, I would.
But
you know?
but what I was getting at is like we fought all the time.
Yeah.
But that was kind of sucked because we go to the same clubs. Like we were not hard to find, is what I'm saying. And it's like constantly like checking your back, looking over your shoulder.
Dude, hearing y'all
we
stories
fought all the fucking time, dude.
Yeah.
But so that lifestyle, I love to like leave it behind in the past.
Yeah.
But I still enter a room and be like, I whoop that motherfucker, whoop that motherfucker. I might have trouble with that motherfucker.
I was like, I think I got that motherfucker.
So how do you feel about your son being that age now?
That guy does not want to fight.
Okay, he's a good. Yeah, Nico's a good kid. So
He's gonna like, those guys like to fight. I'm gonna go over here.
he's smart.
Yeah.
I'm gonna press charges.
Yo, we needed one of them.
You don't know who my dad is.
Y'all, it sounds like y'all needed one of him growing up.
Now the guy Adam, which I thought who you were talking about, my boy's good friend. Now that motherfucker might want to fight.
Yeah, he's a good kid too. Yeah.
Hey, dude, if we told him, hey, dog, we're about to go fucking fight, he's gonna.
He would start the shit.
He would get up and was like, which one?
He's the young pit bull, right?
Hey, dude, he sits there real quiet, right?
Yeah.
He don't chime in a lot. He will chime in if you ask him something.
Yeah.
But he's the only one that has it right here. Like
is that the one that reminds you of Venus?
No, that's Andrew.
Andrew's a good kid too.
No, this kid right here, he has the old school thought.
Okay.
He's an old school mentality, and he doesn't know. Like he seems weird to everybody else.
Yeah.
But he seems normal to us older guys.
Yes. He fits right in with y'all.
Yeah,
That's cool.
like that, and I like gravitate to him.
Yeah.
And I like the other ones for sure, right?
Yeah.
But they're kind of like it's funny, right?
Yeah.
It's and I give him advice or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't have to give that motherfucker advice.
Yeah.
Dude, when Isaiah's around with his friends, with his circle of guys, they're all around this fucker.
Yeah, see, a couple of times. Yeah.
It's like fucking. Let's go talk to fucking Theo Eric.
Yeah.
Like, they're all around this.
Well,
fucker.
my girls, when we went, she was like, Theo Sugar Bear was drunk as shit. You told her, I may not remember everything I said, but just remind me next time and we'll pick up the conversation. She tells me that. I was like, oh, that's Sugar Bear. Yeah, that's Eric.
Because I don't say fake shit.
Yeah,
I'm giving fucking goddamn fucking facts.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I could tell you they're facts is because I've lived. I was young.
Yeah.
And however crazy you are, I was way crazier.
And that's good because you're giving back to this next generation.
Yeah.
Now it's up to them, your boy and his homeboys to accept it, but it's good.
Did that lifestyle die in our generation? Because I tell you what, man, these kids are soft. Like they're not doing any adult type of shit like we did.
The first time that I figured out that the next generations were soft, I was at a bar. I don't know if you remember Blue Monkey.
Oh yeah, it was only in town for a little bit,
like a year and a half.
It's Torchy's, right?
It's Torchy's.
Okay, yeah.
So it was a bar called Blue Monkey, right? I'm already, I don't know, close to 30 years old.
I had a 50-year-old lady want to date me and asked me to take her to Blue Monkey. And I was like,
you could have a sugar mama
25 at the time, bro.
You could have a sugar
I was
mama.
like, bitch, you hoe. I ain't taking her out.
So like they got a gym
First
there
off,
at
you
night.
didn't think that chances are not Blue Monkey.
You better at conference at the Ghost Gym.
She was working out.
It was a nighttime gym.
So I'm like 28, 29. Alex is probably 20 years old or whatever. She got into Blue Monkey. This is why the place is not open anymore, right? They let minors in there, right? So we're in there. We're having a freaking good-ass time. And I can't remember why I was even telling the Blue Monkey story.
We talked about soft generation.
Yeah,
Soft
the softer
generation. Okay,
yeah.
so it's a Wednesday. It's dollar long necks all night long. So we walk in there. It's about 10:30. All they have is, I think, 1 6-pack left of Lone Star, and I got to order, right. So they brought it to the table, and so I'm sitting there. We're sitting there. We're just drinking a little bit, and I think NSYNC comes on or whatever those little boy bands, and I was like, man, this fucking stupid ass music right here. Every single male that was in there was yelling the words
That's when you
to
know.
this
Word for
music.
word.
And I'm fucking shocked, right? And I was like, what the
You're all throwing your
fuck
beer at
is
people.
this shit,
They were
right?
singing it like it was El Rey.
Bro, they were like, they don't even know the lyrics, but they're like, yeah. And they're just fucking yelling. And I looked at Alex and I was like, what the fuck is this shit right here? And she goes, I don't know, NSYNC. And I was like, no, like, you would get fucking beat up. When I was in high school and college, if you sang this fucking shit right here, you would get fucking beat up for knowing the lyrics to this shit. I said, why do these motherfuckers know this shit for? And then after thinking about it for a while, I was like, they were in the back seat with their mothers playing this music.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there.
And so their moms
Yeah.
made our generation
Made soft-ass people.
soft-ass kids, right? Because your mom was not soft.
No.
Your mom was not
no.
soft. My
Even
mom was
yeah.
goddamn from Mexico, and goddamn, man, she fucking treated us like we were grown-ass men, right?
Yeah.
And
But that's what I'm saying though. Like how did us grow up hard as hell create soft ass kids?
It's society creates it that way, bro.
Yes.
Like,
What's that old saying? It goes like, hard times create tough men create soft times, soft
Yeah.
times create soft men.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Because now it was hard times, so you made us hard,
Yeah.
and then since we were hard, we made the times easier for our kids.
kids. You're right,
so
bro.
now they had it easy. Now they're soft.
You're right.
It makes
Damn,
tough
I never
times.
even thought
you know
about
what I mean?
that.
I think
Yeah,
of,
no, that's-
I
that's-
think of
yeah.
the.
I heard a saying something like that.
I don't
It
know if
goes-
y'all
I'm probably
keep-
fucking it up.
I don't know if y'all
Something
keep
like
up with
something
the
like that.
like T.I. and his son's situation. That's exactly what it is. I don't know if you know T.I. the rapper.
Yeah, I've seen on social media like him and his kid King.
Yeah, they just
fucking up.
got in a fight over because he's basically telling his son that you didn't come from the gutter. He's like, everything I gave
They
you.
kept saying he had a silver spoon. in
Yeah,
his
and
mouth.
his son's like, I never ate from a silver spoon. He's like, I'm from the streets, and he's like, man, I could give you a mansion to live in. And these kids, fighting their own parents.
They
Dude,
think.
we wouldn't even think about fighting our own parents. We get pissed at our parent. We're worried that our dad's gonna come whoop our ass.
Yeah.
It's just that disrespect. You see it. So in generations, it's society's created that.
How old's your boy?
My boy's 23.
Is he soft as shit like you?
Yep. Nah, he's not soft like that.
He's like, wait a minute.
Now with
Yeah.
that hat,
No,
Fredo's like, what did I do, man?
why you still hating on the hat? I like it. You know what? I'm gonna go buy you one.
I
Right?
call that the
I'm gonna
Rhonda
buy
Bell
you.
hat. She used to wear every time she was about to go.
I didn't know
out.
they had a cocksucker hat.
That's
anyways,
the top of the
My
market
bad,
to
my
you.
bad. Sorry. So your boy soft like you?
Well, he is soft. I mean,
Yeah.
well, he doesn't appreciate money.
Yeah.
He wants it easy all the time.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to go out and earn it.
So he's entitled to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the way I pretty much look at him. But he's getting there little by little, learning. Because I keep telling him, you want good stuff, you got to go out and earn it. You can't
Yeah.
just have everything handed to
No,
you
yeah.
every time.
It's true.
Well, that's one thing that
man,
I
true.
really admire my son for is he's got my work ethic.
That's good.
Cause that dude, that fucking kid, man, he's not entitled to shit.
Yeah.
He knows whatever the fuck I want, I got to work hard for it.
Yeah.
But all those years where you may have felt like, man, that was kind of hard. You planted
Well,
that
yeah,
foundation.
But I gotta attribute that to the only thing that I know was my dad was hard as
amen.
fuck on me.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'll fucking say it over and over and over, but like I really thought he hated me. I didn't know that my dad was being a dad.
Yeah,
I thought he was
yeah,
being
yeah.
a dick.
My dad used
Yeah.
to always tell me, "I'm not your friend.
Yeah.
I'm not your friend.
Yeah.
You can go to work and stuff. I'm your dad.
That's right.
I'm not your friend." I'm like, "I'm not your fucking friend." He would always say, "I'm not your
Yeah.
fucking friend." I'm
And
like,
we didn't understand
Yeah,
that.
well, okay.
My brothers were like that, bro. And I thought,
Sixth grade, like,
What the fuck, Dad?
I literally
can you be
thought,
nice to me?
I literally thought my brothers hated me, bro.
And so I had that mentality on my daughter.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
everybody's like, she's always seems mad. That's just her.
Yeah.
She's always working. She goes to work. She has 2 jobs.
Yeah.
She works at a restaurant. She works her own thing. Now where I'm fucking up is my little man. That dude
That's your baby,
is a
though.
whole
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
And that's the whole thing is soft times because now that
That's badass,
with
though.
Angel, my daughter, growing up with like I say growing up with this because I was still growing up when we were raising.
Yeah,
you know
definitely.
what I mean?
Definitely.
Learning things and. it was just tough. So she didn't get to grow up with trips or whatever, buying nice shit. You know what I mean? So now that she's older and we're capable or on financially doing better, we're able to take trips whenever we want and buy nice things. So Malachi, my son, benefits from that. You know what I mean?
Because that's all he's gonna know.
So
That's all he knows.
she knows the journey.
If he
of-
wants something, he knows he could just be like, Dad, I want it. And I'm just like, oh, fuck it. Regardless if it's for sale or not, I'm gonna try my
I'll
best
find
to
a
get
way.
it.
Yeah.
So he and I can see it. Like I tell people, like
Don't
I
take
can
him to
see
the
it.
art trail.
I know. I see it where it comes out as bad because I'm like, damn, man. You know, I don't want to make him too soft. I need somebody to pick on him. We were talking about like somebody needs to pick on him so you understand. Like you ain't gonna get all the shit you want.
Yeah.
My daughter knows that. She doesn't never ask for anything. We always got to be like, hey, you want some new shoes?
Yeah.
No, I'm good. My shoes are still good. Like, damn, they're fucked up. You know what I mean? But
Those are ugly ass fucking
Yeah.
shoes.
Damn.
Let me get
But
you some
you
chains.
raised her well. But like when I ran
she's
into you at the
solid.
store, man,
that's why I tell
that
my
respect
wife
she
all the
has.
time, like, when I die, I'm not leaving you nothing. I'm leaving everything to her.
Yeah.
And she's like, for real? That's
'Cause she
messed
can
up."
take care of
I
it.
said, she'll take care of everything. She'll make sure shit's still running. You are as bad as my little 4-year-old traveling, everything, because you're just used to everything just being done for you now. You know what I mean? So it's really tough. So I'm kind of torn because I want to give him everything.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, God, am I fucking him up as giving him everything?
Yeah.
Because you see, like, his shoes. Like, he got tons of fucking shoes and tons of fucking clothes. And it's just, for what? Why'd I spend that? But
But that's your boy.
You're
my
also
son,
provi- yeah,
and
you're
I don't want
providing.
him. I want him to have at least that work ethic, or no, shit ain't gonna be given to you. But how do I teach that and still?
Yeah.
So how old is the kiddo, the youngest one?
He's 4.
Oh yeah.
You put him in wrestling.
I need to.
Yeah.
I want to do boxing or wrestling or something.
No,
man.
you will do both. Like not I want to. Like put him in wrestling and put him in boxing.
Yeah,
like-
you didn't hear my story. He won't eat at school because they don't serve him.
Hey, when you get into full Nelson,
Yeah, and I told the teachers, I was like, well, he'll get hungry enough sooner or later to get his food. They're like, no, this has been going on for like 2
Yes.
weeks.
my dog won't eat unless we're at home.
How are him and his sister? Is she tough with him or is she spoiled him?
She's more tough on him. Like she's like, well, I'm not gonna pick up yours. Like he'll eat something like,
So
she'll
she's
like,
gonna
"Go
be
throw
the
it in
one-
trash.
yeah.
And he'd be like, no, my legs hurt. I'm like, dude, go throw it. And I'll be telling him. He'd be like, Dad, my legs. I'm like, they're fucking brand new legs, bro. Like, take it.
They're 40
Bro,
years old.
can you imagine thinking how your children would be when you were like 16 or 17 years old?
Your dad would have been like, what?
And like my daughter, man, like when we were growing, like I said, she grew up with us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
And
want to
then-
know how your sister is. Like, motherfucker, what are you
Yeah.
doing?
When she hears you, she's like, really,
She
Sawan?
laughs. She's like, put him down. 'Cause I'm carrying him. Fucking sweating and shit. Carrying his ass.
She's
And
I
she-
remember you,
She
Sawan.
was like, golly, brother. Like,
That's
you let
badass.
him get away with that stuff? And I'm like, I mean, that's my baby, man. I try. And he gives me his eyes and shit like that. I'm like, fuck, man. My sister's like, don't give it to him. He'll eat. He'll do this. I'm like,
Yeah, but he's hungry. I'm that way with my baby, bro.
Well, that's the thing. I know you were tough on your girls.
Yeah,
and they're almost full grown.
Yeah.
because you got 2 seniors.
yeah, 2 seniors and 1 in
So my
junior
question
college.
is, did you raise your kids to be soft? Like, are they soft because of how you raised them?
Yeah, because when I was growing up, my mom and dad didn't really let me hang around with a lot of people. So
Yeah.
when I got to go to shallow water, I always try to hang around with you the most because, that was my free time to get away and go do stuff. Even when I was a teenager, I was always getting my ass whooped because I wanted to go do this and I wanted to go do that.
crush on him.
He's like, JP was handsome. I know, me too. You're all, thank you.
I was pretty handsome.
But I'm the same way, bro, because I was tough on him. But man, I'm a pushover too. So I'm the best of both worlds. Where I was tough, I was also the one that they know. My middle one, she knows what buttons to push. So I don't want to call her soft because she listens to this. She'll kick my ass. But she's they can be soft, but you have to be hard on them too.
Yeah.
But the thing that irks me is the manipulator.
Oh yeah.
Is the child that manipulate the mom and the dad to
My kids hearing
fight
this.
each other to have their way.
yeah.
See,
my
my kids don't do that.
Good.
When it comes to me, they know what they can get away with me, but they also know when I also say no, that means no.
Yeah.
And they need to stop right there. With their mom, it's a total different story. I mean, yes, they can get away with stuff, but there's sometimes that, they still get away with even more with her.
Yeah, they play the cards. Yeah, my ex-wife's the same way, bro. You know, my kids would throw it in their face that you remember what happened to get their way a little bit. Me, I was like, I don't play that shit. But then I'll feel guilty sometimes, like when I'm too tough on them. I'll baby them, and I'm like, man, that's why their mom fucked around on me because I babied her ass. So my kids, no, for real, my kids, and they know. Like my oldest is my road dog. She'll tell me, Dad, I'm good. I can take an ass chewing because I'll try to. I'm sorry.
Your oldest.
Yeah,
like,
that's my bro, that's my baby.
Like, God bless her.
Yeah.
And I mean this.
No, I
mean this not to be stepping on toes.
Yeah. No, you're good.
But that's your son.
Oh yeah, she's my yes. That's the closest thing I've had. Yes.
Think like a female.
No, she doesn't, bro. And she'll tell me
we chatted up, and I'm just like, girl, you are not a girl.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why I tell people this is my daughter's son. But when this all happened, she going through the divorce. Like I've said it before, it was on her birthday. She's had to mature a lot. So she's went through the struggles of like nobody understands what I'm going through. Now she understands like there's so many people out there.
Yeah.
So she's like,
and I love her to death.
Yeah, she's awesome, bro. But like I tell her, I'm a lover. She knows she's my daughter. You know, and shout out to Genesis. That's my baby. She'll tell people, you know, she's my big lesbian. She's my big.
But who she loves is I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But her personality and chopping it up with her, I'm just like. You're like a guy.
And you know why she's like a guy? Because she thinks logically.
Yeah. She really.
Yeah.
You're right. For that, but you're right. Yeah. But you know, and I'm blessed, bro. My middle one is pray for that one because that motherfucker's all Rios but my oldest and my youngest, man, they've seen me go through the struggle, so I've had to teach them, Dad's gonna be all right. You know, you worry about yourself. Let Dad worry about you. You don't have to worry about Dad. And I know I've seen how you are with your daughter. I know she's worried about Dad, and you got to let you let her know you got it.
I want to tell you too, man. You know, when you say you babied your girl or with your girl and she cheated or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro. No matter if you would have gave her the fucking world,
you're right, bro.
She would have done it anyway.
You're right, brother.
There's
You're
some
right.
that just had that
cheat,
fucking. She's gonna fucking
and
cheat.
You know, I
the
had
mentality because a woman loves you, bro.
Yes, sir. You're right.
She don't ghost you.
You're right.
She don't fucking dog you.
You're right.
She is in fucking.
You're
Because
right.
the way we love is different from the way they love.
Come on.
And when she's in love with you,
Come on.
there ain't nobody could take you away.
Yeah.
Take her away from you or nothing like that, brother. So you didn't do shit wrong.
I
at all,
appreciate you, brother.
Ever.
Much love on
Is
that.
You're supposed to treat them that way, actually.
And I did. And you looking back at
You
it,
did
you know,
good.
man,
Yeah.
I've had women in the last 8 years. You know, they're like, man, if I could only have a man like you. Yeah, I've always been that self-deprecating person. I could have been better. I know that, but yeah, when it
That's all of us. But
yeah, exactly.
like I said, bro,
I appreciate that.
You're a good ass dude. You know, I've known us since we were kids.
Yeah.
And you're a good ass dude. So, like,
Appreciate
you know,
that.
it nothing bother. It just means like, damn, man. I hope he knows that no matter what you would have done, you could have gave her fucking everything, bro.
Yeah.
And she still would, because that's
You're right.
just
You're right.
mama didn't raise her right.
You're right.
That's what I
You're
said.
right,
Mama
bro.
didn't raise
You're
her
right.
So let's pause this
Salute.
conversation
Salute.
right there. Right there. You saying what you just said, right? Did you waste girls' time?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You,
Even me,
I
bro.
think we all did, right?
Even me,
Oh,
bro.
yeah,
Even
yeah,
me.
yeah.
I
Even-
knew-
That's a
Because
true
we
story.
knew we weren't.
Yeah,
we weren't
you
going
didn't
to
see
go.
a future with them.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
they were fun for the time, but you didn't see a future with
You're
them.
right.
So I
You're right.
you know, and when you're young, that's cool.
So
As
then,
you get older,
do
you're like,
you
hey.
get mad
You're
at
right.
them for doing the same to you?
See, that's the thing. You know,
Good
because
question.
I just feel like
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Because you finally you see yourself going to the next level, but do you get mad at them or fault them for not doing that and seeing that in you?
Wasting
and
your time,
You're it's visible. Like you should be able to see it, but sometimes we're blind
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So
or sometimes we want something and we don't want to lose.
Yes.
Sometimes it's losing. Like
Preach
when I
on
was
that
younger,
one.
when I was younger, I would hold on to a relationship that I knew was trash
Same here, bro.
because I didn't want to lose.
Same
Yes.
here, bro.
I didn't want to give up.
But
and
you knew you weren't going to the next
I knew I was
step.
going, but I just didn't. And sometimes it's the same. Like I didn't want to see her with somebody else.
That's same here. That's my.
and I knew
marriage,
she
bro.
was trash for me, and she could be perfect. She was trash for me, but perfect for somebody else.
Yeah,
She just
yeah.
wasn't meant for me.
You're right, bro.
And I wanted to hold on to her as long as I could because I just couldn't see her with somebody else.
Bro, you spoke.
You know what I
That's
mean?
word for word exactly what. I knew she was from
Yeah.
the streets. You know better. So
Yeah,
I don't
you
blame
know.
nobody but myself. You're exactly right.
I'm just losing. I
You're
just
right,
didn't
bro.
want to lose.
And
You're
then,
right,
and then
bro.
sometimes they're actually not even from the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just a really nice girl.
Yeah.
And you're fucking terrible for her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's a nice girl that should find somebody that is looking for
That's true.
her.
That happens, yeah.
And so it's not always about the streets.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes it just doesn't.
It's not for you.
It's not going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's true.
You
And,
can't force
and-
it, man.
yeah.
Sometimes shit
and then
just
like
rolls.
sometimes like hell yeah, I feel like I'm a really good guy, but if you ask 22-year-old Eric, depends on what your definition with a really good guy is.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I can be really cool to you. We're homies.
You're
I
right.
love Eric. He's the bad motherfucker.
Good point.
I love everything that we do together. That motherfucker is goddamn fucking terrible to that girl.
All right, yeah.
He
And
let me
so,
grab his ankles.
not the ankles.
I need leverage, Wayne. I
Sign
need
into the
there.
Patreon.
I stopped it there. I
And
thought I draw the line
so
there.
sometimes you deserve to get left.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
I bet every single one of us got deserved to get left
Oh, yeah, man.
because you're
As I got older,
I'm
I
pretty
realized that
perfect,
shit,
though.
man.
and like you always view yourself as you are today as you were a kid, and when you were a kid as versus today, you ain't worth the shit.
Yeah.
That's good shit. Right
So
there.
let me ask you,
That's good
Kipo.
shit.
So you have children with a woman you're not married to, right?
Yeah.
How's that?
How did that go? Like, did you think you were gonna marry her, or you knew you were wasting time and you still had kids together?
Actually, I didn't. When I got with her, I was raised old school, so my parents got married at a young age. So I was thinking the same thing. At 16 years old, I'm good. I'm gonna be with her. We made it all the way to about 24, 25. Called it quits, and that was it.
Did that devastate you?
It
Personally,
did
yeah.
for a little bit.
Or
Yeah.
you saw it coming?
No, I didn't really see it coming. I thought it was gonna. I thought we could work through everything out because, like I said, raised old school. You always work through all your problems.
You had
but-
already made those plans. Like, we're
Yeah.
going to go through the long haul. Same here.
But I never did do the actual, marriage part.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
were together, and I did get comfortable
Yeah.
with the way things were, but I shouldn't have. I should have grown up quicker.
Come on. Amen.
And quite honestly, name a 20-year-old guy that actually knows what the hell they're doing already.
Oh yeah, I'm 40. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing.
An average man doesn't,
Sam, what was
become
knowing
an
what he was
adult
doing
until like
when
in
he
his
was 13?
30s.
Yeah. No, for real, bro. For real.
No, yeah.
It took me into my late 30s, bro. Like, I don't mean to interrupt. It took me to lose my wife, for her to walk out on me and my kids, for me to get my shit together. So, and, I can blame her all I want, but the truth is I did enough damage to myself. So by God's grace, the divorce saved my life. So, yeah, sometimes you got to, we didn't grow up. We were doing our own shit and not realizing that, we're causing harm to ourselves. But, yeah, you learn from
And
it.
having a daughter too, man. And as I got older,
Yeah.
I always thought like, if I came at 20 years old, would I want my daughter dating me?
Yeah.
The type of person I was and the way I am,
Same here,
would
bro.
I want her to date somebody like me? And all the time I was like, fuck no,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Because I didn't care about their feelings. I didn't care about anything like that. And then if you ask me, oh man, I'm good to her. I'm great to
Same
her.
here,
I
same.
do this, I do that.
Nah, you didn't do
And I
jack
was
shit.
trash.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
fucking trash.
But that was good that you
But you
could.
just got to be honest with
Yeah.
yourself.
The
Like,
shitty thing about me, looking back on my previous relationships, I definitely knew we weren't going nowhere.
Yeah.
But I never treated him like shit.
Yeah.
So then I knew we weren't going nowhere, but I never treated them like shit. So when they were like, motherfucker, we ain't going nowhere, I'd be like, why you being an asshole to me? That's why. I'd be like, fuck this motherfucker. I'm like, man, gosh,
Well,
he's
no,
crazy.
it's a true story. It's like I didn't want to break up with my other girlfriends
Yeah.
or whatever. They broke up with me, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm like, man,
But
fuck
men
that.
are like that though. Men will stay in a shitty ass relationship just because.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're just like, you know what? Fuck, like I guess
It's cheaper to keep
it's
her.
cheaper,
Cheaper to keep her, bro. Yeah.
It become a dane with it and just like fuck
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing was, I was never ever afraid to be alone. I'm better
Yeah.
alone.
But there's a lot of people like that. I always
Yeah.
tell
I-
people, if you could eat, like I could go to a restaurant by myself, fucking order food, and sit there and eat by myself.
Comfortably.
And I don't mean to
need to
slap
be
my
with
wife
somebody.
in the face when I say that. I mean, up until the time before I got married, my mentality was I'm better alone.
Yeah.
So I don't want it to be out there this motherfucker gonna leave his wife. No, but before I got married, that was my mentality. It's like I'm better alone.
Yeah.
Like so then, why would I? Like, I'm not gonna treat you bad, but it's not gonna be no skin off my back if you say fuck this dude and leave me.
Yeah.
Like, cause then I'm.
But like, would you be fighting for a relationship at this age? We're in our 40s, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm 38, but close enough.
37.
But would you fight for a relationship? Like, you know it's not going nowhere, and you see the signs.
Oh, fuck no.
Continue at this age
Speaking
to be
from
like,
experience, no.
you know what I mean? Because we all know what the outcome is going to be anyway. Why fucking prolong it and go through all that stress and fighting?
Yeah.
I'm fucking in my 40s.
Yeah.
Like, you want to be with me? Let's be together and build something. If you don't, then that's cool too. Like,
Yeah.
there's somebody out
Come
there
on, bro.
perfect for
Come
you.
on.
Just be there. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing with
That's
cheating.
good shit
though.
that you said, bro. Yeah.
Like for real, like that's the thing with cheating. I'm like, how do you have the energy to cheat? Because
Expensive as hell.
well, not only that,
Red
but-
Bulls by the case.
But like you're married,
call my
right?
ex-wife
So
after.
let's just say you go the honest route, like I'm married. You still gotta impress them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't fucking have that energy, bro.
I don't.
Like,
I don't
And
understand.
who has the pecker enough to impress them?
Well, see now I can speak from my ex-wife's point of view. That's why they go to different peckers.
Hold on a second.
But you know, like one thing with me, you know, our backgrounds. My dad was a womanizer. What society calls womanizer. He had 12 kids from 4 different baby mamas that we know of. Well, I didn't want to be that way. So when I got with my ex-wife, and again, it's kind of like what we talked about off topic. You know, I only knew her for about a month and a half before we got married because I thought I was going to settle down and be something that I wasn't. You go through those experiences, and would I want my daughters to do that? No, my daughter's 20 years old. I tell her I married your mom when she was 19. I don't know what the fuck I would do if my daughter comes home and says, "Dad, I'm going to get married." But you go through that shit. But yeah, I couldn't imagine.
Do you think you craved that? Like, I think I craved that because my mom and dad were always fighting, splitting up and shit like that. I think I craved a relationship to stay together
That was
and make
healthy.
it work. That was healthy.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Because I was like, dang, man, you know, I'm going to get with somebody and I'm going to stay with them and we're going to work it out. I don't want
so your mom and dad showed you the things not to do.
not to do, but I didn't.
That's what I was talking
You know what I
about.
mean? So I think a lot of times I stayed in relationships because I didn't want to
Same here, bro.
lose that. You know, like my mom and dad, everybody in my family's divorced. I want to break that cycle.
So
So
would
I
you-
think I stayed in relationships longer than I should.
You would put up with more
You know what I
shit,
mean? I
right?
put up with a lot more shit.
So where
because
you
of that.
we changed, right? Because
Yeah.
now I wasn't really ever hardcore, but the shit that I put up with, it changed me as a man. Like I won't say that I knew my ex was fucking around, but I knew that if I didn't think about it, it was out of sight, out of mind. Now looking back, I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah.
But you
Yeah,
want to stick because
you
I
got
did.
that trauma, you know
I
what
did
I mean?
want because my parents divorced when I was 3.
That is trauma.
It didn't,
It is,
yeah,
bro.
it's
It is,
trauma,
right.
and
It
it
is,
never
bro.
affected me when I
God
went
damn,
to.
I never thought of it as trauma.
Yeah, it's trauma, man.
It is.
Because, like, I always wanted that. Like, hey, I learned that kind of shit because I didn't get along. Well, not get along. They didn't like my dad, my mom's side of the family. So we never called him like grandpa or grandma. It was my mom's dad, my mom's mom, right?
Wow.
So years go by. Well, my mom's dad.
But at
started,
least you knew your grandma's name, like
Yeah,
Kiko.
him. Her name was Mom's mom.
Mom's mom.
Mom's mom.
But you know, years go by. Well, my mom's dad, his name is Juan. I'm gonna just say Juan. His name's Juan, right? He started dating Amanda's mom, right? After her dad passed away, he had passed away. They started dating, right?
Yeah.
And we knew about it and shit like that. And he's fucking old. And they were like, "Is it all right if he comes over to the house?" Amanda asked me, and I was like, "I don't give a fuck about this dude. Fuck him. I don't know him like that, right?"
Yeah.
He comes over to the house. I knew he was coming. He comes to the door. I open the fucking door, bro. And something inside me was like, "Man, get the fuck out of my house. I don't fucking know you." Right? And so he was just like, "What?" I want to fuck his
Oh, you
ass.
said that?
I said that too.
Oh,
That's
shit.
right.
It came out, yeah.
it came out. Like, I knew he was coming. I said it was cool, everything like that. When he
And
came
then
to the door,
the sight of him.
the sight of him snapped, and I talked that shit to him. And I was gonna fuck him up, man. And my girl was like, "What's wrong?" And I said, "Kim, get the fuck out of here." So he leaves. And I go to my room and I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, why was I tripping?
It's trauma.
It was trauma because all those years, like, he never accepted me, he never called me his grandson, nothing like that.
Yeah.
And then the first time I actually fucking going to have a conversation, or you sit in my home, is because you're fucking.
Because it was convenient for him.
Yeah, it was convenient. He
That's
wasn't here
good
for
shit,
any
bro.
other reason. And he was going to come because he was sleeping with my mother-in-law. And it was just like, you could do all that, but you could never. I never did shit. I was a kid.
I'm with you.
And it
hold
didn't
on,
bother
hold on.
me.
You're
He was like, wait,
Your-
hold on, who's sleeping with who?
your
grandfather.
grandfather was hooking up with your mother-in-law.
Yes, because
Yeah.
Amanda's dad already had passed away. He passed away in prison. He went to prison, so he was passed away there. So she wasn't married to nobody. And then my mom's mom had passed away,
Okay.
right? So they met up in Littlefield, and they started dating and stuff like that. And we knew about it, right? So we're like,
I'm with
okay.
you, bro. I would have probably done the same.
And like I've never talked to the guy. I never nothing, right? Never with these people at all. And so when they told me, I was like, oh, the fuck, I don't really know him. You know what I mean? I call him my mom's dad. If I would ever meet him, it would just be Juan.
But seeing him right there. Ooh.
But when he came, man, he came to the door, knocked on the door, and everything was cool, man. I knew he was coming. Opened
Dude,
the door.
that fire fucking
It,
ignited
like,
in you.
I'm talking about out of nowhere, like that, bro. Snap.
Arnett Benson came in.
Yeah, snap, man. And I went to the room and I was like shaking. I was mad and I was like, what the fuck, man? I was like, and I said it must have just been built up trauma that I didn't even know I had towards him, because I was like, all these fucking years, man, you couldn't even say hi to me,
But
anything like that.
You want to show up on my
But
doorstep.
you're gonna show up and you're willing to come sit in my house because you're dating my mother-in-law?
Yeah.
Like, what
Come
kind
on, bro.
of fuck
I'm
is-
with you, bro. You didn't do no wrong in
it
my eyes.
killed me, man.
I was
But like
about
I
to
said,
say-
there's trauma that sometimes we, in relationships and stuff like that, we get shitted on longer than we deserve
come on.
because we think we had that trauma from watching our parents or something
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
for
You know what I
real,
mean?
yeah.
And so we're like, I'll
That's-
put up with
man,
this.
that's
I'll put up with
bullseye.
that.
You
You know
know,
And
what I
that's
mean?
why you
shit.
beat up Coach Dumas in practice, right?
Because my grandpa didn't love me.
When I say we were doing grown man shit in junior high, I mean we
Yeah.
were doing
Dude,
grown man shit.
dude,
Someone was whooping teachers.
Coaches.
Literally beating coaches' ass.
Yeah, we were cheering his ass off. Fuck him up.
Oh,
And I'm sitting there in the 7th grade, like shocked. I was like, a 9th grader just called out Coach, and Coach was like, "I'll fuck you up."
Yeah.
And then someone fucked him up.
And we were like, that's my dog. That's my
I was like, I'm never fucking with that guy.
I told San Juan after that, you want to double me Whopper? I got you, bro. It's on me today.
They're like, why is he so angry? His grandpa don't love him.
But
His
you
mom's dad don't let him back. His mom's dad.
While we're on the subject,
That's
let me
badass,
ask you
though.
this, bro.
Yeah.
What were your parents like when you were a kid?
Dude.
Because you know why I asked this question is because us partying and me going to your house, in our partying years, I never saw your parents together. Like,
They, my
because your
parent-
dad was always with us, your mom
Yeah.
was always inside. I never saw them together.
It's like depending on what year it was and what decade it was.
Yeah.
My parents were they were kind of they would fight and then they wouldn't. And then like there was a little period of time where there was a lot of peace happening, and my dad wanted to hang out with us, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's cool shit.
But
And he
like,
always did.
But before he hung out with us, he wasn't hanging out at the house. Yeah, like he was gone, and so my mom was like, I'm gonna take care of my own kids.
Yeah.
So he would go hang out with his brothers, his cousins, whoever, and then just go get piss ass drunk. Mom would get drunk at the house, but we were at the house.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then when we were in high school, they were cool, but then my dad would hang out with us, and my mom would just go off to the side. You know, she didn't want to be bothered.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
there's a whole bunch of guys.
By
It's
four
your
guys.
turn.
Yeah,
It's your
yeah,
turn
yeah.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, he would hang out with us and whatever. Then, you know, it's whatever.
That's
but
badass though, man.
so, but like, I can't say everything was always so peaceful or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know, but
Because my mom and dad, it was not a storybook.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
No.
I guess it was a storybook because it was average. It was like, you know, fight like cats and dogs, and then they loved each other, and then you just never know what weekend was going to be a good weekend
Yeah,
for my
yeah.
mom and dad. But my grandma, my mom's parents, my grandma and grandpa, my grandpa Rivia, he set the example on how to love a woman.
Yeah, he was awesome.
And he showed me. He fucking showed me how to love a woman.
Yeah.
And I learned how to love my wife through him. That's because he set the example.
He was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a bad motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
And the wife was right here.
Yeah.
Like, I got to give it to Paul, man. My boy Paul. If he's on the show, his wife is right there on the couch, dude.
Hey, bro.
They don't split like I gotta
don't.
give it to my boy, man. They are the prime example of my grandma and grandpa, bro.
Bro,
And you don't see
yeah.
that a lot no more.
Paul,
You don't.
Paul Trevino and
Shout out,
Monica,
Paul.
I gave an example. I don't know if it was last week or the week before when we all hung out or whatever, and they were like, "Who's Paul?" I said, "Man, Paul. I play football with Paul." I go, and that dude, he loves his wife the same way he loved her when he first met her.
Into that, brother.
And there's no doubt about that. Like that, they don't fight.
Yeah.
They dance with each other. They look at each other like
You can see
like,
it in their eyes. Yeah,
dude.
seriously, brother.
And so give it out to Paul.
Yeah, bro. That's
badass.
Because he loves the shit out
when
of
I
this
see
woman.
them as a couple, I see my grandma and grandpa.
It's badass.
And I'm sure my grandma and grandpa had some hard times.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
everybody.
perfect. Yeah, they
Everyone
weren't
does,
perfect, yeah.
but they didn't show me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, I'm sure they have hard times. They don't fucking show it. They don't.
So
And yeah, dude.
So even being divorced, I spend time with my kids and their mom and her in-law, my ex-in-laws, and sometimes I beat myself up. Nobody tells me like, "Oh, you're pussy whooped," or "You're still," but sometimes I beat myself up like, "Man, you ain't got to spend time. You ain't together." But it's because I'm from a divorced family. It's also because I see people like Paul, like, man, you love him through thick and thin. Do I want to be with my ex-wife? Hell to the no, right? But I see that my kids needed to see
Yeah.
that their dad gave a fuck about
but
their
that's
mom.
one thing that I commend you
And I
for.
I appreciate
is
that.
like,
It's
like,
not easy.
It's no hate.
It's
with
not,
that.
and well, I
Yeah.
still hate her sometimes, but no, yeah, you know, I see what you're
yeah,
I know you love her.
I know you're
Like,
joking.
not-
your
not
kids,
me,
right?
hey.
Them kids,
Yeah.
man.
and because like, man, when I look at it, I even through church and just my family members, a lot of people, their parents just hate each other. My dad and my mom didn't talk to each other for years. My dad broke my mom's jaw. You know what I mean? So, but one of the best memories I have is when my dad had his leg amputated. I'd sneak him into my house. My mom would be like, "Get his ass out of," but she would still check up on my dad.
No, yeah.
My dad put her through hell and back. But even right before he died, we all went to eat at La Fiesta when it was La Fiesta.
And she never turned her back on
Man,
him.
she never did. And so she'll say, "Oh, screw him," but she never remarried. She dated like once or twice because that was her husband. So I don't know if I'll ever remarry. I've dated since I've been married, but I'll always love her. Now, do I want to be with her? Do I want to be with someone like that? No, because I want someone to love me the way I am, right? And she can't even love herself and her kids, more or less me. But I want my daughters to see, because all this time when she wasn't around, I used to tell my daughters, give your mom a chance, because you deserve a mom, right? My dad wasn't the best of dads, but my mom taught me that. She would never talk bad about my dad. My dad broke her jaw, like I said, but she would always tell me, that's your dad. So even when I was disrespectful to my dad, like, man, he only comes around to borrow my clothes or borrow money from me. She's like, but that was my husband. That's still your dad. And I didn't understand it. Well, now I do. So some people kind of look at me like, man, why you kick it with your ex-wife or help her? She uses one of my cars because her car's broke down. I don't owe that chick nothing. It's because I want my daughters to know that they have their parents. I always say, we don't have to be together to be there for our kids. Yeah. So there's some people out there that don't even have nothing to do with their ex or their kids because of their ex. And I say, your kids will always be more important than what your ex put you through, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, and I'm grateful for it. I would never settle for a chick like
you
that.
just sparked up a thought, an
Spark
idea of okay, real quick. I know we've been on here a long time,
My bad.
but none of us. I got to give it to all of our wives, like for real. Like, and I know you're not married, but
No.
like, I got to give it still to your baby's mama.
Give it to her, bro.
None of us have changed.
Yeah.
None of them have changed us
Yeah.
to be someone that we're fucking not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we're still the same motherfuckers that we grew up together.
If anything, they made us better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
to see-
and you see it all the time. It's like, well, I can change them. I can change them.
Yeah.
And we're still the same motherfuckers, and our girls have loved us for who the fuck we are.
Salute to that.
That's
Yeah.
the truth.
Yeah.
The only change that we've the only change that we've had is that we're probably smarter.
Oh, for sure.
And but you know, we get to say the dumb shit that we've always got to say to each other, and like, you're right. We
and now you get to watch out for your nephews, right? And you know, even with my daughters, you're this dumb shit that y'all have done, we've done. We get to tell our next generation, like, hey, don't do that, you know, because I've done it, you know, and that's the beautiful thing about it.
We're making them soft.
You were making
Told y'all.
some soft ass kids.
Hey, but before we go, man, I wanted to give Kipo.
Yes.
So I say this all the time, man, and I don't say it without any meaning. I mean this from the bottom of my fucking heart. You and San Juan, I'm nothing without you two guys, man.
Seriously,
I really
bro.
am.
You are amazing.
Like your
Appreciate
sponsorship to this show, without it, I just simply couldn't afford it.
I don't know. I enjoy it.
I'm nothing without you two. So when we were talking and chopping it up, and I really wanted to get you on the show today to really talk about your business and your pricing. When you told me that your prices are negotiable, I really had to have you on to talk about that.
Oh, well, I mean, everything is going to be negotiable. I mean, there's a certain price that I set, and there's also specials that I run.
So with that being said, I don't know you, but I'm a fan of this show, right? And I keep hearing DJ Kipo. So I have a budget for my daughter's quinceañera, right? If I call you with my budget, you're not going to laugh at me and say, that's too cheap.
No,
that's badass.
if it's too cheap, or if they don't have enough money, I'll be like, all right, well, we can
This is
work
what you
something
can
out.
get.
We can work something out. I can cut down an hour or two, or work. You know, we'll negotiate whatever we have to negotiate. And I mean, like I said earlier in the podcast, some people usually book a year to 2 years in advance because of the fact that they want to pay it off in smaller payments, and it makes it a lot easier because you don't see that big old chunk of money coming out.
Amen.
And you just give the deposit and go from there. Boom. And I mean, I try to make it easy as possible. I keep in contact with everybody that books me a year to two in advance. I'm always, hey, what's up? You know, is everything good? Are we still good?
Yeah,
set
you're
up
a
for the date?
talker, not a texter.
It's just a lot easier for me. I'm old school, bro. I mean, I hate texting.
He FaceTimes.
You know, you like it.
Put a shirt on, bitch. Put a shirt on. Take off your green contacts, bitch. Put a shirt on.
But as a single father,
Freddie,
man,
I see your nipples.
I'm trying to eat lunch. As a single father, though, it's badass that you offer to help with graduations, because sometimes a parent, speaking from my man, I can't afford it. You know what I mean? Or you overthinking, like, well, I don't know if I can find somebody that's a good DJ and affordable. So you working with people, man, that's a blessing to people like me.
And no job is too big or too small.
No. Pretty much anything that you can think of, I've done it. I've been doing this for quite a long time, so I've done pretty much all kinds of shows.
Well, I'm not saying this because of you're here and you're a sponsor. Like, bro, you kept my son's graduation party fucking popping, bro. And that's more than half, bro. Because, you know what I'm saying? When you show up to a fucking wedding or any kind of dance and there's no one dancing, you're like, man, this sucks.
That's just the vibe.
You know what I mean?
It sets the vibe. Yep.
See, and I'm the type that if I'm having a good time and I'm feeling the vibe, I'm gonna try to get the people to have a good time and feel the vibe too. You know, I'm gonna harass the people. Hey, you know what? I see you dancing over there at the table. Come on, I got an empty dance floor. Come on, does everybody get on? We're all friends and family here. Let's do the damn thing.
So we got Christmas parties coming up, and then we got graduation coming up.
Yes.
Shoot your phone number.
Once again, it's going to be 806-441-0491.
And call this motherfucker, because if you text him, he's going to call you.
And I'm opposite. People call me, I'm like, I'm driving.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're here, bro.
He's going to call you.
I would definitely FaceTime.
Hit me up.
I mean that, bro.
I got you, bro.
I'm very proud of you, bro. If you
Thank you.
don't hear that enough,
Proud
I'm
of you
very
too,
proud
bro.
of you, bro. Straight up.
You're not
But-
proud of me.
Yo, I saw your nipples.
My grandpa's not proud of me either. Fuck, somebody.
Let's go get a burrito.
Before we go, Thomas, you got any shout outs, bro?
Man, I want to shout out everybody in this room. I love y'all guys, but any new listeners, man, I try to tell my family and friends. I've done some. I'm like, hey, listen out, maybe something giveaway. But I just want to, anybody that hits me up and tells me that you're doing a badass job, it means the world to me.
And I got to give it to you, bro. Like, I love you to death. You're my boy from fucking day one. This dude's always like, hey, man, what if we do a raffle? Or, hey, man, what if I do, like, some free, like,
I'm probably the poorest one in this room, but you know what? And
I mean that,
I'm
not
bro.
talking shit.
Yeah, no,
like,
I know.
I love that about you, bro. Like, I fucking...
And I mean that, JP. Like, I'm proud of this show. And we joked off camera. I was like, I'll get a tattoo of it. I would love to see all of us succeed. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And
I pray for all y'all success.
How many numbers
every
for the
fucking
tattoo,
day.
though? How many?
If we get 5 followers, Thomas gets a tattoo. Thomas gonna get a tattoo.
all jokes aside, I would really do it.
You set the number.
Yeah,
I
would
get the
do it.
tattoo. I'll pay for it.
I'll do it, bro. I'm down. I'm serious.
That's it,
Hold on,
right?
On my
It's
leg.
been said. It's been
Hold on.
said.
What's the tattoo?
I'll get the
Right
JP
there.
Lopez
The
show.
JP Lopez
JP Lopez show.
That right there.
That right there.
on my
You're gonna
calf.
get that tattoo.
Yeah.
On my calf, bro.
You said the number. I'll pay
But
for it.
what's
You
the
hit it on.
number on
You say
YouTube
what-
or IG?
Which one's the?
All of them.
No,
50.
one.
Or ask some of your viewers, see if they
No.
make some
What's
comments.
what's the on YouTube or IG?
Man, I'm biased because I only know how to use one.
I don't know how to use Instagram
Let's
either.
just say both y'all fuckers are on YouTube. Both
Yeah.
y'all.
Those guys are
Both
old.
of y'all do not listen to the podcast. For real.
I'm on MySpace still,
Bro,
man.
they do not listen to the podcast. They watch the podcast.
I watch
Both
it.
of them.
What
So
I-
let's just do YouTube.
Okay.
If I get 100 more followers
Yeah.
on
On
YouTube, you're gonna get the tattoo.
And I'll
Yeah.
pay for it.
Yeah, I will.
You're gonna get the JP
I
Lopez
will,
show.
bro.
You
I
really
really
gonna
will.
do that?
Yeah.
Holy
And there's
shit.
200.
Wait,
I'll
hold on.
get
Where
it.
at though?
I don't know where
Y'all
we're
heard
at, but
that
I'll
too?
text you where we're at.
Okay.
I gotta ask my wife to check
Yeah,
that
y'all-
camera to see like.
100. Come on, guys.
So
I'll
if y'all
pay for it.
hit him up.
If I
we
get
would-
100 more followers,
100 more.
you're gonna get a tattoo.
Was it 100 or 200? Are we going? You know what? All bullshit aside, brother. I love you to death. I'm proud of you.
Damn, bro.
I really
That-
would, bro. Just, because so many
Let me
people.
give me a kiss.
Hey, we're all characters on this show, so it's 200, 200, 200, 200, 200. You get 1,000 followers, you get all our faces.
Like, God, bro.
Dude, that's your whole bag. You're
gonna get the whole
Hell yeah. I didn't agree to that, goddamn.
I'm gonna find a dude with
I'll
a
not pay
guitar
for that.
string. I got you, Doc Soft Crooked. What the fuck is
No,
that?
someone said you're gonna pay for it. Someone said you're gonna pay for it.
So I was like, I ain't pay for it.
We'll get a tattoo artist on here on the next show.
Oh, I got a couple people that.
and then we'll do it live, and then
Dude, on YouTube, get that tattoo. While you're doing the show, we'll have fucking comments right there getting the
right
tattoo.
there.
I don't think we even have 1,000 listeners.
Man, I don't
so
even
we're
think.
all right.
Yeah, right,
No,
Thomas.
no, I said 100.
No, I said 100.
No, we said 1,000 for the Mount Rushmore faces.
So we don't want 1,000 more people. We just wanted 200 more.
But 200, you get that.
I really
tattoo.
would, bro. I really. Yeah, 200.
And then
Oh,
I'll
it's
get
200 and not 100.
No,
100.
It's at 100. Okay, 100.
100.
100.
I'm gonna be like that progressive commercial. Replay flag.
So I need
Watch your
everybody to
wife call
go to
me like,
YouTube.
Hit 'em up
Hey,
on
you got 98?
And we'll get a tattoo artist. We'll advertise them.
And I know a
We'll
couple
get
of them, but I
that,
really would, bro. I'll bullshit aside because
Aight.
I'm at that point in my life that I'm all support, but I'm also man, yeah, I'm down shit.
We'll get them off
Dude,
Avenue
you're
Q.
not gonna regret
Avenue
it.
Q.
Guitar string and throw them.
Hey, you
I got a
won't regret
syringe.
it.
No, but for real, man. Check out this page, brother. Check
Well, I
out,
love you, bro.
I love you more
and
than you know, bro.
And I don't want you to get shit that you don't want to do.
I
but
just don't want to do a throat.
but,
I want to do a throat tattoo.
we got fall coming in.
Yeah.
We got
You have anything
leaves
on
to
your
be
butt
raked.
cheek?
We got landscaping to be doing. Hit that phone number again.
Man, shout out to everybody who's hit me up. Hit me up on Facebook, Thomas Rios. And the phone number is 806-535-4215. And I appreciate you more than
And
you
shoot
know,
this
brother.
man a text. He likes to text,
Yeah,
not
text
to
me.
talk. Like,
Text me. I promise you. I'm not ignoring you. I promise you. But no, if you need a leave job done, if you have someone that, older family member or someone that's
and I heard you're doing lights, Christmas lights.
yeah, I do a little bit of them. So
Okay.
hit me up if I can help you out. I'd more than help.
Fuck yeah.
If you have a handicapped family member that holler at me, man. We work with
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Seriously.
And Mr. Tiki the Burrito,
Yes, sir.
man.
Yeah.
Dude, for real, bro. Like,
That's some good shit.
He's like, if you want to get full,
I've
come to
yet
my
to
place.
have feedback from Tiki the Burrito that said, "Hey, that sucked."
Oh, no.
I appreciate it, man.
No, for
That's
real.
cool, man.
And that's saying something.
Hey, let me find out you're better than Josie's.
Oh, yeah, bro.
I think I got Josie, man.
Yeah.
I think I did.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. I really don't even want to say anything about my shit. I just want to give y'all, man, and all the guys out there. You got to keep a core fucking group of friends.
For real, brother.
Keeps you straight, man. Because when you start just not doing shit and staying home.
Well,
get
bro,
depressed,
we
bullshit.
keep each other accountable.
Yeah, accountable for
Like,
our shit.
Thank y'all for that, bro. Thank you.
Way,
And that's the
come
thing.
on, man.
But, you know, a lot of people don't do that anymore. You
Yeah.
know, they get married and then they're just off on
For
their
real,
own.
bro.
But you
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
keep a core of friends.
No,
man.
you got to.
And that's what I was pissed off about Adam. I don't know. You were on the episode with
Yeah.
Adam Martinez
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I was like, "Hey, man, I'm so pissed at you, bro, because like you should be like managing a Fortune
Yeah.
500 company right now,
yeah.
bro. What the fuck are you doing with your life? Like,
And it's good to have
that's
people.
the type of friends we are.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, we're
And-
not, hey, man, hey, it's cool that you're being shitty for
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
8 years, and I'm
Yeah,
still
sure.
like, hey, wait, like,
Yeah.
get the fuck
That
up.
motivate.
Yeah.
And even the text, like a simple text, hey, I love you, brother. I'm proud of you. You hitting me
Yeah.
up random. Appreciate that, man. So
I
if
do
you,
that to Freddie. Ask
for
him.
real,
I call
bro.
him all the time. But, hey, bro.
It's Alfredo.
Alfredo, yeah,
Alfredo.
that's why he doesn't text it.
So, you know, I call him up and,
Yeah.
and he'll tell me, like, what's going on. And I'll tell him straight up, but I'm like, hey, this is straight up, but I'm only telling you because I fuck with you.
Yeah.
And this is what it is. This is what I would do if it was my situation.
Yeah.
And this is what it is. And he's like, damn, all right.
You
You
need
know, you
people
can
like
take
that.
it and run with it or not. But at
Or
least
not,
I'm
yeah.
going
At least
to
you
just
said
be
your piece.
100%
Yeah.
honest with you.
And that's one
I
thing
got
about
your
us.
back
Fuck
regardless.
yeah,
I got
yeah.
your
And
back
I can
regardless.
say that honestly, that's how we are.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm
For real.
grateful
No,
for
no,
y'all,
I-
man.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm
And
back.
there's been several occasions where I've told Eric, hey, this is not us, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are we doing? This
Yeah.
ain't us. He's
That's
like,
badass.
oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Like, this is not the shit we do.
No.
Like, yeah.
And I want to give a shout out to JP and Eric Martinez.
Yeah.
They,
yeah.
I had a housewarming party, right? And they bought us a heater,
Oh, nice.
and it's pretty badass. Paul Trevino, he contribute, dude. My brothers, Domingo.
You got to
Omar.
shout out my wife. Because I didn't know we bought that for him.
You're welcome, but I didn't know.
You know what? That's my bad. You know, and
I didn't know we bought that.
You're welcome.
Nice. It's really nice.
You're welcome.
I just
But
brought
it
a
was
bottle
beautiful.
of really expensive bourbon. I was like, I don't know what we got you, but
And I'm like, and you know, and that's my bad when he gave me that bottle because I didn't know what to say, and I just sat there like, thank you, but no, it was a beautiful bottle of bourbon for sure. Like it's,
That's badass. man.
I still stare at it when I go into.
When you're drinking, you're I love you.
Well, no, I didn't even open it. That's
that's
that's how special this bottle is. You don't open it
Oh, shit.
until there's a moment.
Oh, shit.
And so I stare at it.
But yeah, I love you to death, and I appreciate the praise that you just gave me. But that was all my wife because I had no idea what we got.
Yeah, shout out, babe.
It was probably Clara's idea too. It wasn't even Eric. It was Clara. And like I appreciate all my friends. Like I kind of brag that I have the coolest friends ever. Like we have a core
badass,
group of people, and I tell people it's like sometimes people come up to me and they say dumbass shit to me, and I was like, you don't fucking know me like that. But if JP wanted to tell me that same shit,
Oh, yeah.
if my brothers wanted to tell me the same shit, if Eric Martinez wanted to tell me this, I would fucking laugh.
Oh, yeah.
And that just tells me that this fucking goddamn circle, that you're not in it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I mean, you cannot talk to me
Yeah,
that way
a certain way, yeah.
unless you're in my circle. And I got circles. I got
Yeah.
this circle. I got this circle. I got this
Amen,
circle. I
brother.
got this circle. And he ain't in fucking these goddamn fucking circles.
And I love that about y'all from day one. And I just feels like I've never missed a year with y'all. The fact that how y'all are welcoming, not just to anybody, but and y'all take care of people. Like I said, I love the way y'all love me, but I appreciate how y'all respect my kids. And that goes, because we've known each other since we've been kids, but the way y'all treat my kids. So y'all are badass more than y'all know. And, you know, I love the circle that y'all have. And y'all letting certain people in. I can never repay
I mean,
y'all.
it's
So-
always love. I
yeah.
really enjoy having my friends around all
Oh,
the
yeah.
time.
Oh, yeah.
And that's something that I got to attribute to my dad. My dad always loved people around.
Oh, yeah. Shout out
And
Pete, man.
and it's something that I hated growing up. I'm like, why the fuck are all these fucking people coming to our
And
house?
now it's you. Yeah.
And then now I'm like, I want everybody at my house.
But I see how your wife and your kid appreciates that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's a beautiful thing, man. So shout out to y'all.
My most favorite thing about this podcast is that JP somehow got all of the people from our past back together. And
I know, bro.
and like if this podcast, like if it could have been a shitty ass fucking show or whatever, nobody gives a goddamn fuck. But JP brought all these motherfuckers back together.
Salute to that, yeah.
And I'm like, God damn, this motherfucker just found all these people. Like, I don't even know how he was like, hey, let's be on my show over here. And I'm like, God damn, like, some of these people are legendary. Like, you were a legend to me.
Literally, yeah.
And Thomas was a legend to me, dude. I've never beaten this guy in wrestling. Now, if I wrestle him tomorrow, I'll probably fuck him up. But
I can put that out there.
He's drinking, guys.
Put that on the record.
He's a little bit buzzed.
but
same
like
respect
for
there,
real,
bro.
like I was
Same
like,
respect, man.
dude, I don't know how many times I almost pinned him, and then all of a sudden I end up on my fucking back, and I was like, fuck him, man. And like I'm fucking so irritated, right? And then
San Juan, yo.
I see San Juan.
This
coach.
guy just said he beat a fucking coach.
That
goes without being said.
I see fucking legendary shit over here, right? I had to fucking block this guy in fucking practice and fucking other bearded motherfuckers,
But
right?
we felt the same way about you, bro. As a sophomore, you know, you stepped in. Your brother D, shout out to.
But
man.
Eric did shit that no one did.
And that's why, like, it was
like
never
he
a
was starting as a sophomore.
Oh yeah, even in wrestling, bro, as a heavyweight,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
I shout out to your brother D, man. That's my dude. So you know, he took me under his wing. He knew I wrestled and stuff, but I always took and we were always clicked. But that competition, I knew that I was going to push you to be better. So when you kept striving, I tell you, I was like, bro, heavyweight, nobody's going to be able to touch you if that's the way you come at me.
Yeah.
And iron sharpens iron, right? That's what they say. You build character. I looked up to you the same way, brother. You know, I had much love and respect, and anytime you showed me that respect, there's nothing. You know, you push each other to be better. Me and JP were that way. You know, like
I put Eric. Even though we're brothers and we've kicked it every fucking day of our partying life, and like we see each other at the gym almost every day, I still put him in a higher regard than.
Yeah.
Like just where all y'all are.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like it's not like he's a lesser of a value because we see each other every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
like,
I feel you.
fuck that, man. Like
And that's the important. Yeah, that's badass though, because
it really is. I know this was time to give me praise, and I appreciate that, bro. But I love you like you would not understand, bro. I really do, dude.
That.
Like I fucking love you to death, dude. And that last weekend we were at the club, like everybody was having a good time, and I just wanted to fucking hug you and tell you that I fucking loved you, dude. You know what I mean? Like, like because it reminded me of our partying days. This was our shit. Like it was nostalgia, and I fucking had a fucking like, goddamn, like. God damn, Eric, I fucking love you, dude.
Yo, we survived that shit.
And kind of looked at me like, motherfucker, like, what the fuck you doing?
That's badass though, man.
But yeah, man.
I pray that your listeners have people like that in their life, and I'm grateful.
I really do. You really need great people in your life, man.
do.
Because I guarantee you, all of us coming together, we're not talking about anybody in a negative light.
Oh no.
We're like, it's never that. It's never the case.
Yep. And I'll be y'all's biggest fan, man. I'll be y'all's biggest fan.
But anywho, Kipo, you have any shout outs, bro?
I want to shout out my kids, Alexis, AJ, my baby's kids. They're never gonna get any older, I guess you can say. Shout out my girlfriend Jessica. What's up? Love you, babe.
Nice.
And me and San Juan got a little thing about to pop off pretty soon. If everything works out well in New Year's, we're gonna try to do a party. Big old New Year's birthday party or New Year's party together.
Let's get it.
How much for a banner of JP Lopez Show?
For free.
We got you.
No, I'm bullshitting.
If the location needs to be mowed, holla at me. No, that's badass. I love that.
Yeah, the next venture we're gonna try to do is try to bring like a little club atmosphere to the outside towns outside of Lubbock and see where that goes off.
Amen, bro. Amen, bro.
Kind of like a little small tour type thing.
Man. But I wanna let everyone know my wife is going to be at the First Friday Art Show in Studio G. I'll post it on my stories to let you know. It's behind the little capsaicin area, whatever. Go see her art. She's got a new Christmas edition or new whatever, like please go check her out. Please go support D-Lights Lubbock. Shout out Daniel House and his girl D-Lights Lubbock. Shout out Bubba and Bree. Shout out Ben, everybody that fucks with me. Mike Landine, fucking Michael De Leon. I fucking love you guys, man. Harvey Queedles. Sorry, I keep fucking up your last name, bro. Hit me up and let me know how to say your last name if I'm fucking it up. These guys, all three of them, every fucking episode, let me know. Jonathan Sanchez, you're another one, man. Love you to death. Y'all guys let me know if I'm fucking up or doing well. And like they're just hitting me up on messages. Like, fuck yeah. Mike Landine's been on the fucking episode. But anyways, man, shout out to all you guys, man. Love you all to death, man. Until next time. Read some books!
Oh, hey. Didn't see you there. This episode is brought to you by DJ Keepo. DJ Keepo handles all things like weddings, quinceañeras, anniversaries, and graduations. He's good at what he does, keeps the party going. And hit him up on IG, TikTok at DJ Keepo 806. Once again, that's DJ Keepo 806. Oh, it's you again. This episode is brought to you by Patriot Paint and Construction. They specialize in commercial and residential. They also specialize in drywall and paint. No job is too big or too small for them. Hit them up at 806-544-7199. Oh, you're still here? This episode is brought to you by Tigre Burrito, located at 720 Highway 62 in Wolford, Texas. They're open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. They specialize in breakfast and lunch burritos. They've also got some plates. Tell them JP Lopez sent you. But breakfast burritos are pretty fucking huge, so you better bring a big appetite. They're the shit.